or that's you, make some noise. And please share this right now. Tag someone that you know, because what Jess and I are going to share and reveal.
Yeah, it's so powerful.
It's really powerful. All right. Excellent. Good to see you guys. All right. So let's get rocking. I'm going to introduce myself. Please, again, make some noise. Larcy's going to drop this link for you guys here down below. Okay. So guys, I obviously you should know me because you're here on my show. But if you don't, my name is Rhonda Swan. I'm actually the CEO and founder of the Unstoppable Branding Agency. I have been literally working online for over 13 years, have sold over $50 million worth of products and services exclusively online, working with brands, right? Our company creates a sexy brand and turn it into a profit-making machine for our clients. We do things like film, creating funnels, products, and media kits, helping them get these assets that they really need to be positioned as an expert, all right? So that's what we've been doing. Now, I want to introduce my guest here because there's a reason why we're together, and you guys are going to know a quick What's up, girl?
Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica Nazarali, and I'm the founder of Up Level Agency and Jessica Nazarali Consulting. And what I do is I help businesses to get booked with sales appointments and PR and media opportunities. So I do this for, solopreneurs, small businesses, larger companies. I work with even people in the tech space, so really diverse industries. But I have a passion for helping small business owners to really position themselves through using the power of media and getting booked. And this is it's so powerful. And we're going to be going into why this is so powerful. Because it's getting more competitive, and getting bookings can really set you apart.
How many of you guys can relate? So let us know here that are watching this. If you are, especially if you're on listening to the recording or you're live, we're going to create some energy here. Is if you're a coach, consultant, service provider, right? But in any industry, right? So like I work with clients from a broad spectrum, and so do you. And what happened is this is why Jess and I came together, all right? Is here we are, we're having a chat, and we're talking about what we do. And like, I've been, helping my clients create incredible products. We've actually launched over 112 new brands and products and programs in the last 26 months. Yeah. A lot of assets have been created, and we've taken and done rebrandings for clients so they can really be exposed as the expert and reposition themselves. And Jess and I were having a chat, and we were talking about the problems that our clients each face.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Yes. And like the clients that I work with, of course, it's always getting clients, it's getting bookings, right? It's either having a webinar, right? Because I really promote heavily on webinars, having your webinar run seamlessly. And then of course we have to close them and make sales, right? So that's what we really teach. But there's always this time when, what if you're not doing a webinar and you want to have consistent clients coming in? You don't want to just be always launching, right? And it comes down to the effort that a client has to do to get themselves bookings, like marketing, like the amount of hats that you guys wear, it's madness. So here I'm talking about, I always am looking to get more leads for my clients and help them get bookings, and whether it's marketing and then Jess goes, well, I really heavily use LinkedIn. Do you use LinkedIn? And I went, I've been talking a lot about it. And I don't. So share now what came up for you.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
So when we were chatting, so what I have found through doing this outreach and getting my clients booked, either with discovery sessions with potential clients or for bookings to speak on stages or on podcasts, is I was finding if people didn't have a solid brand, if people weren't positioned well, what was happening was people were canceling bookings, or people weren't showing up for bookings, or people just weren't being taken seriously. Yeah. And I could really see this because I was looking at all my clients. And like I said, I have a range of clients from, big tech companies. We work with the #1 therapist in the world. She used to be Princess Diana's therapist, and she did over 12 million last year. We didn't have a problem getting her bookings, right? Because she has such a solid brand and she's positioned really well. And I went, okay, there really is a disconnect here, and we need to shift something, because I know our system works and we get people saying yes, they want to have a conversation. However, something is missing because people aren't closing at the level that we want, and they're just not being shown the respect that they want, even though they're good at what they do. And I realized it's because, you would look at their website, you look at their their marketing, their branding, and they're not being positioned as the expert that they should be. And that's not my area of expertise. So then I would be suggesting things like, oh, well, we need to update your branding, and they're asking for recommendations. And I'm like, gosh, that's not what we do. Like we have such a good process for getting you books. Like we have great templates that we use, and it really works, but it works when you have a good brand. So it was obvious that we needed to come together, because if people have a good brand, this system works so well.
Well, and it was cool because, and how many of you guys relate to that, right? You know, you're speaking with clients. This is the reality. Okay, let's just talk about the reality right now that's going on in the world and in social media. It doesn't matter how amazing you are or how good your process is. If you don't have quality, let's say your socials quality, right? Your presence is quality, your message is clean and clear, and that someone can look and know exactly what you do, they will overlook you. And we're chatting about this, and I shared with Jess, I said, oh, this is the media kit that I use. I said, she was like, well, what's your process? I go, well, I'm a speaker, but I'm also, of course, work with clients. We have programs, and we help them build their assets. And I showed her my media kit. I said, this is what we use. And you're like, whoa. Like, this is powerful. You're like, I wish my clients had this.
Yes. I was like, I wish my clients had this. Yeah. It's like, it's 100% what they need. And without that, you get overlooked. And it doesn't matter what platform you're marketing on. Like if you don't have a strong brand, your marketing on Facebook isn't going to work. Like your webinars aren't going to work. Getting booked on podcasts isn't going to work. So it really all starts with having a solid brand and having a solid brand message.
That's it. And so when your clients were even getting on calls, but they were losing the sale because they also didn't have a really clear and concise message, and knowing what their offer really is, what they do. And our clients are great at that. They know exactly what they do and how they do it, because we work so tight on that. If you think about when you're working or you meet someone and they introduce themselves and you're like, they're kind of garbly,
all over the place.
I do this, I do this.
You switch off.
Yeah, you completely switch off. So as a professional, right, we're professionals, and we're great in our craft. But unless we have something support material, like a really classy looking and feeling, not only media kits, let's say you're a consultant, right? You need a consulting and a booking funnel, not just throwing calendar links at people, like something. But it's
checking the calendar links, hoping people will book.
Right?
Probably
probably not going to happen. But having something that clearly states and shows that you're innovative and that you are more heavily positioned, now people are listening. Your clients are looking at it going, whoa, she's serious. They know what they do, right? Stages as speakers. We get booked on stages, Hanalei and myself, my daughter's also a speaker, and I go out and reach out to stages and say, look, this is what I do, this is what I can provide you, and I give them my media kit. It creates an absolute yes for them, because I make it so simple for them to see I am qualified. Like we get paid to speak on stages flown across the world, and we're thinking about that. We're like, gosh, what are the problems that our clients are facing? Were really similar.
Yes.
And we realized that we needed to align. And so Jess and I started to think about, like, what if we were able to take the process they've created, like literally dig in on what LinkedIn can provide. Because LinkedIn is a B2B play. Like it's a space where people that have money are at. Right? They have jobs, they're either looking to transition, they want help, they're looking to invest in themselves. And when you were sharing with me about what LinkedIn's all about, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that I've actually been missing LinkedIn. Now, I love Facebook, and let's just be real. We have to be on Facebook because that's where content's at, right? This is where we create more content. There's 7.6 billion people on Facebook. We know 4.6 of them are on Facebook every day. They're in the world, and Facebook every day is 4.6 billion. So we have to be delivering our content in a place where people are watching, consuming, right? Like look at Gary Vee. There's a reason why Gary Vee's going wild on content. It's because people need to consume it.
Right.
And if they are looking to work with you, whether it's you're a company or you're an individual, they are looking at your social presence.
Yes, yes.
Right?
Right. So what we teach, it all really feeds off each other. It's, it's about having the brand, it's about having the content, but then it's about having the support around getting someone to be doing the outreach for you, to be saying, hey, you look like you're the type of client I can help. This is what I do. Are you interested in hearing more? With them reaching out and getting you booked on podcasts. You have a really solid media kit. When you're doing all these things, that is how you elevate yourself up from the masses. That's how you stand out. And
are you guys with me on this? I mean, how many of you have faced this exact same situation, right? Are you guys feeling this? you know, you could be the world's best kept secret, but if you don't have clients to speak with, right, you're not going to make money. Your business isn't going to grow. And I always see this, like, how many of you find yourself in these gaps where maybe you do a great product launch and you're doing consistent content development, but what's gone on is you don't have people to talk to. They're consuming your content, but you actually don't have people to talk to. You might be in a program. Maybe you run a 12-week program. Maybe you run a 6-month program, and you're working with your clients. Like, you need to be doing the things that you do best, right?
100%. You need to be in your zone of genius. And so taking yourself out of your zone of genius isn't going to feel fulfilling to you. And because you don't feel fulfilled and you don't have the energy around it, you're not going to get the results. So that's why it's so important to start to be the leader within your business and get help in different areas. And that can be through, you know, getting a coach, and, you know, we can help with that, but also having things done for you, because there's only so many hours in the day.
And this is the reality, right? So if we're not only producing content and sending it out to the world, we're connecting with people. Can you imagine being able to share in your zone of genius, literally, you know, sharing your art from your heart? I teach the 21-day plan here in social media and Facebook, and how to launch your products like a boss, we call them, right? So you're literally in front of the right people. But what if you had someone on your behalf reaching out and saying, look, are you interested in my service? Let me help you. You've got people in your calendar consistently. And you're like, oh, this is what I do. I'm doing my social media in the mornings. I'm doing my content. I've got clients to speak with, right? And now you're bringing in clients. This is the perfect world we want to create. So would you like us to share with you what we've actually done? Should we go more in depth and show you guys more deeply what we've done? Let's get some yeses and some love. Yeah, I love this. You know, a lot of people, they're saying, I think I could be the world's best kept secret. And many of us are, right? Unless we're on social. And this is the reality, is that, you know, Facebook marketing is amazing. But when you're in the beginning, it's tricky, right? So we run an organic plan, but when you want to begin to do actual marketing and send traffic, it can be tricky. And you either have to have a professional doing it these days, right? Because it takes a lot, and you end up spending a lot more money than you want to. And so I'm always looking for solutions for our clients that not only helps them be better positioned, make more money, but spend less. Okay, that's really always is my goal, is how to help them spend less. So, all right, everyone's like, yes, I'm excited. Okay, we're going to show you guys. I'm going to just switch over my screen if you don't mind. And I'm going to show you guys what we've created and the value of, like, what these assets are. And I want you, as we're going along this, I want you to be thinking about what are some of the problems that you've had, and we'll be really open to answering your questions as well. Because what we do is now going to be put on, like, electricity. It's like steroids, because you're going to really see it. So let me just going to share my screen. And but this is the thing, guys, before we actually even start, like, before I can even begin to share what it is that we're going to talk about today, I have to get a commitment from you. All right. We're getting ready to not only show you how to get more PR and media, right? Because the more exposure you have, the more you're seen as the expert. It's utilizing you know, platforms like LinkedIn and our automated service and our done-for-you services. But you have to guarantee me this, please. It only can be used for good, ethical businesses and brands, all right? Because what we're going to show you is almost like a very secret little key that's going to be like in your pocket, right? When you get to this moment where you're like, man, my business is struggling, and boom, you've got the key, and people are going to be able to, they're going to watch you, or they're going to ask you, well, what are you doing? And I got to make sure that if anyone is sharing what we do, that it's ethical. All right. Can we get that commitment? Say down below. Yes. I need some ethical commitments here. And what we're doing is going to be for only good. All right. Perfect. So let's just go through here. It really comes down to starting with going on the offense. That's what I call it, right? Where you're going on the offense. Like, you are a business owner, right? If you're sitting back waiting for people to walk in your door, you're going to struggle. That's the old way of doing it. Brick and mortar.
100%. And attraction marketing is great. We're not saying you don't do that. We're not saying don't do your content. You need to be doing that as well, but you need to be going on the offense and actually reaching out and being proactive. And I see this is a mistake a lot of business owners make. They say, well, I just want people to come to me. You know, I'm so good, people should come to me. It's like, well, until people are coming to you, you need to be going out, right? And like, as I just mentioned before, my client who has a $12 million therapy business is still doing reach outs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. So
yeah, and going on the offense means you care about your business, right? And so let's there we go. All right. So this is what I was looking at. I was showing you guys what a media kit is. First, I want to show you what it is, right? Because going the offense and utilizing media kits is what is not only getting, our clients booked on stages, but also free. Being on actually not free, being paid to speak, not free, being paid to speak. And coaches and consultants are using this to now get on podcasts, right? Podcasts are one of the biggest ones. So they're instant credibility builders, brand positioning. And this is the point. You want someone to say yes to you immediately. Now, this is my daughter, right? She goes on podcasts. She gets flown around the world to speak because she has the assets. Most people would not say, oh, sure, you're 12 years old. Let me pay for a business class ticket to France so that you can speak. That just wouldn't happen. You'd have to sell a lot harder, right? Think about the selling. We're taking away the hard part.
Yeah. Media Kit does the selling for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Right? So it also helps us get collaborations and brand deals. So let me just show you more deeply what I mean by this. This is one of our clients. Her name is Susie McAlpine. She's one of the top leadership trainers in New Zealand, right? And so, yeah, she's doing quite well, right? She makes a lot of money every year, but she needed to go on the offense because she's going to CME businesses or SMEs, and she's looking to pitch her leadership program, but she didn't have the assets in front of her that she was doing so much selling. It was like she was flying to these other countries, and it was costing her a lot of money to do all this, right? So we created a media kit and a presence for her, and now she sends this to them, says, this is who I am, and now she's getting, yes, I want you to come, and they fly her across the world to teach their company, right? So these are big level players, but also think about you as the business owner that wants to get on a podcast, or you want to, connect, you want to do joint ventures even, right? Or you want your clients to see you in a more clear and quality light. So we design these unbelievable kits, right?
And so these kits, they're going to help you get booked by clients as well. So say, you may want to do a little bit of speaking, but that's not your main thing. If you're a coach consultant, a client's going to see this of you and they're going to say, wow, you've been featured here. Like, this person's really impressive. I want to work with you. So it really helps position you in so many different ways. Yeah.
And being a speaker, like not only having a website, everyone's like, oh, my website's so great. But this is the thing about websites. It's kind of like a big, massive, like, look at everything, right? So you're expecting them to find all your nuggets. This is a spot where you can literally either hand it out or you send it through an email, or we have what's called an online media kit, which are unbelievable. And it takes the specific things that they need to know about you and lets them say immediately, yes. This is one of our clients. She's gotten in multiple publications just because of her media kits on television, newspaper. Again, here's my daughter, Hannah Lays, right?
Good. So beautiful.
And they're quality, right? They look quality. They're quality design. We have one of the best design teams in the marketplace. In fact, so if you went here, you guys can say, yeah, I've got a media kit. Let me know if you're one of our clients so people can see them. But this is one of our clients as well. She's a DJ, right? So she's a DJ. She's not a coach, not a consultant. She's a DJ. And they are incredible DJs, but they wanted to get on big gigs. They wanted to go to Croatia. There was a big one in Ibiza, and Ministry of Sound. Well, guess what? I said, let's put together a quality media kit that showcases you. She sent them out to Ministry of Sound, to one of the biggest festivals in Ibiza and in Croatia, and she got booked immediately. Now, because of her credibility, they've seen this. They've been sharing this around. She's been on television. She's been on newspapers, and she's been interviewed because they're saying, how did a DJ create such a powerful brand, right? And so this is what her kit looked like. And I tell you, when you begin to actually see the power of what you can create for someone and what they get to see what you're creating, this is when your clients and the stages start to say yes to you. All right. Now, here's an example. This is going to be a little bit of a video. It's going to start. This is our online web kit. Now, as a speaker, this showcases you. Now, take a look at this. All the necessary things like your stage talks, what your bio is, topics that you produce. Look at how easy this is as a host or an event coordinator to say yes. That's the point. Right? Like they have all the necessary information. So like Jess and I are actually speaking at a big event coming up here. And I said, here's my media kit. And he's like, oh my gosh, I had the bio there. He had my picture there. Everything about me was there so that Now he was like, you are perfect, right? You're exactly what we need. And we also create these incredible PDFs. So you not only get something on the web that's alive, but take a look how classy this is.
So powerful. And I will say this, I don't feel that many coaches, consultants, even many speakers have this.
They don't.
Right? And so this is how you stand out from the crowd. This is how you position yourself as an expert. And that's what we're going to be talking about all today. Like all these little hacks, all these different things, that's what's going to position you as someone your client should work with, because just having a basic website, having a basic brand is not good enough anymore.
Yeah, it's not. There's a lot of competition out there. I mean, if you look at my daughter Hannah Lays, writes all her stage topics. So think about what you do and how you could showcase yourself. Even if you're brand new, think about this one. If you're brand new, can you imagine having something like this as a brand new coach, consultant in business, and you are getting on podcasts because of something, an asset that showcases you. Like you can instantly go from newbie to already the world's best kept secret to the best known expert is because you're positioned.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't have to take 3, 5, 10 years. It can happen really, really quickly with the right design work, with the right branding, with the right positioning.
Absolutely. And Letitia just said this. She's like, yeah, this is used for real estate. Big time. We use this for real estate agents, right? They get to send exactly what it is that they do, the showcase of what they are, and now they're choosing you. Just think about, it's not just speakers, consultants, it's every industry to showcase yourself, right? And put what your best work is so that they're choosing you as the expert. Now, this is also not only for speakers, but now think about you as a coach or consultant, okay? What is the one thing that they do? They need to talk to people.
Right. They need to have discovery sessions.
Now, most people will just hand out a calendar link.
Yes.
Pretty flat. It works. It's effective. But can you actually imagine being able to hand them something like this? Now, this is a front page of a consultation sales funnel, right? Many of you don't know about sales funnels. It's a way to capture someone's information. So you are building a list, providing them with something of value, but then getting them in your calendar. Yeah. So this is mine. This is my 7-figure consultation funnel. Anytime that someone wants to meet with me, I give them this. It shows, it's very classy, right? Instant credibility. And it showcases exactly what I do. And it says book a consultation. Now, it leads them over to now a second page. This page offers them a value video. They get to learn who I am. How many of you guys actually, when you registered for this, right? You registered for this, you saw this incredible film that Jessica and I shot. We're talking about what you're going to learn today. How powerful is that, right? Having a film that immediately connects with them, that makes them say, oh my gosh, I want to book with them, right? So this connects now to your calendar. So imagine you're not just giving someone a hope that they go in your calendar, they're actually putting their email in up front. And if they still don't book, guess what? You now get to send them emails.
Encouraging them to book.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful process that most people don't have. And having something like this now increases your revenue. Yeah. Right?
And this got you a 2 Comma Club award, right?
That's right. This is right up here. This 2 Comma Club award, meaning we made $1 million with these funnels. And we actually have 2, and we're working on our 3rd. But it's not because I was doing everything manually. I want you to understand this. It's, you know, in our businesses, if we're doing everything manually, what happens? You're burned out.
Yeah. Don't have enough time in the day.
Right?
Not at all. So we're going to be giving you, when you decide to work with us, this exact funnel. So we're going to take this funnel and customize it to you and your business, but you're going to have a proven funnel that has made over $1 million.
Right. How ridiculous is that? Right. So now, whoops, these slides keep making me move forward. There we go. Right. So it's made $1 million. Now, this is, of course, if you guys know, this is one of our coaches, right? She started putting automation into her coaching business. This is Letitia Campbell. And her business changed overnight because her clients saw her as the expert and not as looking like everyone else. And so what we want to talk about now is media, right? So this is the media kits. This is the consultation funnels that you can have and what we're going to be able to be giving to you for your business. But let's talk about media, right? PR. What's going on right now is, you know, getting in front of media. Podcasts is now one of the most well-known ways of you to build your brand. Yes. Right?
Yeah. And connects with your ideal clients. So if you have no media experience, and even if you are, you know, you have a lot of media experience, podcasts are a great place to go. And the reason being is podcasts are highly targeted. So we have lists of podcasts which are very niched. So if you are a coach in a specific area, if you're a consultant, if you have a service and you're looking to target a specific audience, we can find that audience and then pitch you to be on a podcast. And what's great about podcasts is you can actually give out links. You can pitch your services. You know, you can't do that on national TV. Like, you can mention your products, but you can't be like, hey, go to www. and opt in. Like, it's not the done thing. But on podcasts, you can. And
the credibility that you get by being on someone else's show, they're so niche, and now you're sharing your voice, right? The podcast is the next biggest piece of media that we've ever seen. I mean, look at the education level. This is what we love the most, is the education level of people in podcasts.
Exactly. And so I'm guessing when you're signing clients, you want them to be smart, educated, intelligent people. They're listening to podcasts. And look at the ages as well. 44% are millennials, 33% are Gen Xers. I'm guessing, that's probably the target demographic you're after. They're all listening to podcasts. And then you can go specific and target people who are interested in your topics. So that's what we help people to do, is to get them booked on podcasts.
Yeah, guaranteed bookings. Because, I mean, think about how hard it is, especially if you're new. If you don't know anything, if you don't know anyone, right? We've got a list of targeted specific podcasts that want our clients. So now we're not only leveraging our network, but we're letting you leverage it too. Because this is what I think is probably one of the most powerful, is that people take action on podcasts, right?
Yes.
So they're not only consuming you because you're in a non-selling environment, right? So you're in a non-selling environment, you're talking about your craft, and they go and start researching online. 81% of them took an action. They're connecting you with social media, right? They're talking about your brand. They're talking about what you do. So if you think about it right now, if you're not on podcasts or getting podcast interviews, you are missing, right, 70% of your audience that are taking an action. 81% of them are actually moving forward, and you're consuming them. We know you are, right? And so if you're thinking about your business and how you want to present, we love webinars because they're a great way to present what you do, but it's also a selling position, right? People know that they're getting ready to be sold. What if you were able to start hitting people in different areas, sharing your message? You become omnipresent.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
And this is where the power comes from. Now, let's move into
LinkedIn. Yeah. So we're going to be supporting you in so many different areas. We're going to be getting you the media kit or sales funnel. Then we're going to be doing the podcast outreach for you. And then we're going to be doing outreach potentially it depends what package you choose, but likely we're going to be doing some outreach on LinkedIn to get you clients booked. So you may not know much about LinkedIn. I know a lot of coaches and consultants and speakers. They may have a LinkedIn profile, but they're not doing a lot.
How many of you guys are on LinkedIn?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, type in the comments.
Type in the comments, because if you just look at this, just look at these stats alone, right? 41% of people are using them for marketing, job hunting, and 80% for recruiting. Okay, like this is where the professionals are playing.
Yes, this is where professionals are playing. This is where they're hanging out. And what I like to tell my clients is, if you think about like what LinkedIn is, it's a business platform. So people are on LinkedIn if they have a business or they're a professional. And that is really powerful, because the positioning is, if somebody connects with you to discuss a business opportunity, that's not strange, that's not weird, that is expected, right? So it's such a great tool. It's such a great platform, and it's a platform that you all need to be on. Yes, you need to be on Facebook, but on LinkedIn too. And what we're going to be teaching you is how you might be going, oh my God, there's so many social media platforms. We're going to be showing you how you can syndicate your content across all platforms, so it's easy and breezy and you're not like creating content all day.
Yeah, I mean, so imagine in your business being able to have someone that actually is doing the work for you, right? So here, let's look at the stats. These are brand new stats, and it shows LinkedIn is the #1 channel that is generating leads, right? The #1 social channel and social network that's actually lead generation. Now, Facebook is still very strong, and that's where the content comes from. That's where we're connecting with more people. But if you're going for something very specific and targeted, LinkedIn is where the professionals sit. And what Jess's company's done, and this is why I was like so enamored about LinkedIn and realizing that, we've built multiple 7-figure business. And the fact that there's probably multiple 7 figures, like tens of millions of dollars sitting in LinkedIn because of the type of people that need my services. Right? And when you shared that, I thought, oh my goodness, but I don't have time. And this is what's kept me from LinkedIn. I didn't have time to go over to a new platform because I run my show, I do all of my launches on Facebook, right? Jess goes, well, you don't need to actually go find those people. Let
let me do it for
Let
you.
me do it for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something you need to be on there. You need to be visible, but you don't need to be doing all the work. Like that's where we come in. And what's so great about LinkedIn is it's very problem and solution focused. So on LinkedIn, you don't have like a 6-week funnel. Like it's not this big drawn out funnel. It's very problem and solution focused. So we help you to set up your profile to make it very problem and solution focused. I help people to do X, Y, and Z. And then we're sending messages and we're basically saying, hey, like this is what I do. I can see you're in this niche. Like, let me help you. Is this something that would be of interest to you? And so it's a very different way of going about it. But it works so well when you have the right message and you're hitting the right target demographic.
Yeah, and so you imagine, like, you're like thinking, I'm busy, right? I've got so many hats that I'm wearing. I mean, I'm trying to figure out sales funnels. Now, sales funnels have given my life back because it's more automated and I can run traffic. But, you know, that's a long play, right? We're working on a long play. We're bringing people to our webinars where they know that they love us and we're doing our 21-day plan. But think about now adding on something extra. You know, you're like, you're doing the sales calls, you're actually doing lead generation, you're trying to figure all this stuff out. I mean, just closing a client alone is a lot of work, right? And so the amount of hats that we wear can get overwhelming. And this is why we stop ourselves from moving from platform to platform. And so when we started to talk about this, Jess and I were like, wow, I've been running my Sexy Brand Building Formula program for, the last 8 years. We have been working on development of brands, development of courses, the sales funnels, all the way through launching their products. And Jess's company has been just getting people booked. So what we've decided, this is why we've come together, this is what we've decided to do, is create this new program. And it takes our Sexy Brand Building Formula and Jess's Get Booked system.
We bring it together. And what's so great and powerful about this is it literally gives you everything that you need. Like I was saying before, the clients of mine who were struggling to get booked didn't have the right brand, like they weren't positioned as an expert. And so when you have the brand, it's just going to be so powerful. And then on Rhonda's side, now her clients who are already established, they're going to be getting leads. So when you have leads, that's when you get good at discovery sessions because you're doing it so often. That's when you get good at sales. That's when you start closing more. So it's really filling such a needed gap.
And we are guaranteeing our work that you're going to get booked. That's the difference. And because I know everyone's like, oh, how can you guarantee it? Well, they guarantee because the team is working for you. So this is what we do. Like, so let's go into the branding side. So like Jess was mentioning is that if you don't have a clear, concise message, it's not consistent or credible, right? People bypass you. So what we're doing is we're going to help you craft that clear, concise message, right? Having congruency across all platforms. The biggest failure I see with business owners is that they literally don't have a message that is grunt testable, right? Not so sexy, right? I mean, this is the reality of it all, right? When you speak with someone and they tell you, oh, I kind of do this, I kind of do that, you're like, huh? But when you say to someone, nice to meet you, my name's Rhonda Swan, I'm the owner and the CEO of the Unstoppable Branding Agency, where we help our clients create a sexy brand and turn it into a profit-making machine. Boom, you know what I do, right?
Yes.
Just when you say what you do.
Yeah, so I say
Got it.
So I help business owners to get booked with PR opportunities and with clients.
Right. So instantly, hear what she just said, boom, they lean in, right? But this happens every day. It's the promise that you make for them and the results you're going to provide them, right? We give them a clear pitch and a clear proof of offer. If you don't have that in your sales process, it's broken. So we're going to work with you on getting that. We're going to work with you not only if you're having and needing a media kit or a consultation funnel, we're going to help you get so clear on your message.
And just right then I started and I was like, oh, but then I knew exactly what to say because it's down, right? So even if you're on the spot and you're like, oh, she's asking me something, oh, I wasn't prepared, you know what to say because it comes back to you right away.
Yeah, so this is how it's going to work. And this is what I'm going to share with you guys what this actual program is. It's actually a 3-month-long program. It's 12 full weeks. And this is how it starts. In the very first month, we literally start working with you. You get let's just start. You go to the consultation.
Yes.
Well, they actually would start with me. So first it's with me. You work with us on development of your brand, like really specific. You go, we have weekly coaching sessions with our coaches, and then we start working on that necessary asset that you need, whether it's a media kit or it's a consultation funnel or both, right? And then you start working with then the up-level team or the Get Booked team.
So then what we're going to be doing is we're going to take your brand message, who it is that you want to target, and then we start reaching out to podcasts to get you booked on podcasts, and then we start reaching out to potential clients, or potentially, if you're a speaker, we can get you booked on stages. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure. We're going to go more into that in more detail, but that is the second stage. So we're going to be moving very quick. So we really want to be attracting people who want to get booked quickly, who want to move fast, who are ready to go and get things happening, because we have quite a strict timeline so we can get you these bookings.
And that's the point. It's like, we want you guys to be in action. The faster we can help you get a booking, the faster you're making sales. You get that?
Yeah.
The faster you can get in action, the faster you can make sales. So that's when the team will come in and say, okay, let's dial in your message. Let's know exactly what your offer are. Here you go. And let's start reaching out, because they take a complete profile. Like, what is your demographic? What is your exact client, that avatar, that specific person or stage or business that you offer, right? Having that one core offer. And once you do that, now the action starts, right? And then, of course, now as we go along, now we're helping you craft your message, crafting your brand. And so the first month is like rock star fast, right?
First month is really fast. So we're going to be dialing in your brand. We're going to start the outreach. But then once that's up and running, you will be able to see how quickly things are moving with little involvement from you. Like, yes, you still need to be, it's still your business, right? So you need to be involved. You need to be like looking things over, but we're going to be doing the outreach for you. You're going to be showing up to the podcasts, doing your talks, getting bookings that way. You're also going to be showing up on social media, but then you're going to just look at your calendar and say, okay, I'm speaking to 2 people today. You're going to get yourself prepped. You're going to have those great calls, and you're going to sign the clients, and then boom.
And then they start inside of your program. And this is where the power comes from. And this is what we're doing. So month 2 and 3, after the first month of asset development, and then we begin the outreach, then the second and third month is about consistency, right? And now it's using your assets. And of course, as you get on podcasts, because we're guaranteeing 8 to 10 podcasts every month. In the total of that 3-month span, you will have been able to be booked on 24 to 30 podcasts. That's a lot, right?
Yes. Can you imagine your media kit from the beginning of the program to the end?
Yeah, it's going to change, right? It's going to change a lot. So we're allowing you to add on updates and things that you're doing so you can get edits and changes. And then, of course, now as you're growing, you're getting a guaranteed 8 to 10 clients per month that's booked in your calendar
to speak with you.
To speak with you, right? And this is where the magic is actually going to happen, because we also have our weekly coaching calls, okay? Now, some of you are going to be in a position where clients are coming in, you're like, ooh, gosh, I didn't close that well, or I need help with scripting.
Or just, any questions that can come up when you're running a business. So that's why we've put together these weekly coaching calls, so you can come on and really ask any questions that you have about getting books, about podcasts, about anything really.
Brand development, putting let's say you're putting a course together. Like, we've got our expert coaches that are going to be there with you to get these answers for you. But the most important piece is, as you got clients coming in and you're doing even some of your own outreach, there's always things that come up. So having a support system like this and knowing that there's experts there to help guide you, we've got in our coaching call, I have an inner circle, they've got contracts that are coming up, and they send it over like, guys, help me. Is this a good pitch? Like, did this work? Or should I do this? Does my slide deck look okay? Or right? And they're getting immediate feedback. That alone is invaluable when you're running a business, being able to have something powerful. And so this is what we're going to do, right? This is what this new Get Booked process and Get Booked formula actually is. And it's a 3-month product. So let me just share with you how it's going to work for you. All right. Who's actually excited about this? We've got lots of yeses and lots of excitement. I'm excited. We're so excited because I really feel that we're filling a gap. We're filling a gap that's never been done in the industry, right? How many of you are like looking on Fiverr, you're looking all over, you need a brand or new something updated, but you're trying to figure it all out, and then you're doing all the marketing yourself. So we've put together 3 different programs that can fit for you perfectly as that business owner, speaker, consultant. So we're going to show you guys which one. It's kind of a, choose your own adventure, right? So this is what we call the sexy one. This is the guided program. This is where it's really a do it yourself, because you're not getting the outreach program, but you're getting the actual coaching, and you're getting all of our templates, the exact resources that we utilize to help you get booked, our podcast resources, how to do the reach outs, and we're working you through exactly how to do it by yourself.
Yes.
And even cooler is that her team, Jessica's team, comes in and teaches you LinkedIn, right?
So on the coaching calls, you're going to be getting support in that area. So this is for the person who wants to know how to do all of this yourself. So you have the skills and tools to do it forever, essentially.
And then when you're ready, at the point where you're ready, then you can add on the outreach program. So again, this one here, the Sexy, it's a guided program to do it yourself. And it's obviously valued at over $7,000, but we're offering it today because this is our first launch of this connection, this partnership for $3,000. We're actually starting the next week of this new program. So you guys are going to absolutely love it. Next is for that person that wants it done with them. Right? You are wanting to make sure, like, you might be more of a speaker, let's say, that knows, like, okay, I want it done with me and I need the coaching. I want all the resources, but I really need a media kit, right? I want that PDF. I want that web media kit because I really want to get booked on stage. I want to get more PR.
Yes.
So what are we guaranteeing for these people? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so this is so solid. So we're guaranteeing that you're going to be booked on 8 to 10 podcasts every month. That's 24 to 30 within the 3-month period. And then we're also giving you stage event research. So we're going to give you lists of stages that we feel are a fit for you, depending on who it is that you want to get in front of, what you talk on. And then we're going to give you templates to actually go out and pitch yourselves to speak on these stages. So this alone is so powerful. You know, you're going to be getting, you're going to be having conversations like these templates work, right? So I'm so confident. I guarantee you're going to be getting at least conversations with people who are hosting these events. And then it's going to be up to you to close them. But that's what the coaching calls are there for, because we're going to help you to close.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where the power lies, is that the media kit is going to do all of the work. And I can show you, you know, for myself, for Hannah Lay, for all of our other clients that are speakers, they send these media kits off and it's like, it's an instant yes, right? And so that's what we want to create here for you, is give you the right amount of PR, right? And get you in front of the right stages with having the assets that go along with that. So of course, this is a massive product that we're offering for a $15,000 value for $6,000. Now, hold on, because we do have something really special for you guys, because it is the very first release. But let me just show you the third one, which is our sexiest package. And that is our PR and media booking. And it's the done for you. It is the complete enchilada, right? Which is, you not only get our weekly coaching program, right, with our coaches, with the outreach team. We'll be there every other week. So 1 week is branding, the next week is about outreach and about closing sales, utilizing the outreach program. So you not only get the SBBF program, but you also get the LinkedIn coaching as well. You get a 4-page media kit, including the website media kit. So now you can utilize this for any type of media that you have, whether it's getting on magazines, it's getting on podcasts, it's 4 stages, right? You're getting that media kit. Next is, if you're a coach and a consultant or any type of service provider, we're also going to create that super sexy 2-page consultation.
So good. So good. So you're getting 3 assets right here. 3 assets.
Yeah, and this is really high value. I mean, if you think about what this will do with having guaranteed now podcasts. So again, the same as the other, guaranteed 8 to 10 podcasts, but now also 8 to 10 guaranteed clients in your calendar every single month. So think about when you're on a podcast now. Now you not only pitch them with your media kit, but after the podcast, what do you get to do? You get to have your consultation funnel. You send them directly there. You say, oh, I've got a freebie giveaway for you. And let's say you have an ebook or something free. You give them that consultation funnel that gives that giveaway. And now they're in your funnel. They are looking because they like what you have to offer. They're consuming your content. And now they have an opportunity to book inside of your calendar on automation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So you have 2 ways of getting bookings. You have one through the consultation funnel and then one through LinkedIn. So it's going to be very easy for you to be getting 8 to 10 bookings every month.
And we guarantee this. At this level, this is a guarantee that not only if you're taking the efforts, but when we're doing the outreach, we are guaranteeing it. So you imagine 8 to 10, that's a lot of clients for you. Now, if when actually you doing it on your own, you're doing maybe your social media platform, you're out on your 21-day plan, you're creating content, you're pitching your webinars or launching your products. Look at the amount of mass. So the investment alone is worth $30 all day, because your business should have a core offer, right? You should be making that every single month. But we're doing it for $7,500 because we want you guys to have the right assets. We also want to guide you in, and we want this program to have incredible results.
Yes.
Now, if all we did is just even share with you guys what we can do, has it been worth your time? Like, I really need to know that. Has it actually just been worth your time understanding and learning about the power of utilizing these resources and having the type of assets? You know, these 3 programs are now becoming one of our core pieces that we're going to be doing now for all of our clients. And the offering that we've got here today does have something more special, right?
Yes.
So many of you, this is worth it from the top, even just to get started, right? For you to not only invest in either the sexy or sexiest package, right? Which I love, everything's got to be sexy. But we're going to do something even more special, right?
Yeah.
So what we've decided to do today, when you look at, why don't you look at right now, share with me, which level, which package would you say fits you the best?
Yeah, and really sit in with that, like, and think about like what it is that you need and what it is that you desire. You know, don't just choose like the cheapest one because you want to get a deal. Like, really think what is going to elevate your brand and give you what you need to be signing these clients, to be booking these clients. Yeah,
because that's the reality, right? Because success loves speed. If you are a true professional business owner that wants to get clients and it's ready, this is why we're moving forward. We're going to help you position now and help you get books now, book now. So what we've decided to do is this, because this is an introductory program. This is the first time Jess and I have partnered on this. You know, we each charge $15,000 per each of our services, right? So that's why the $30K is valued. Jess charges $15K for hers, and I charge $15K for my product and my service to get this type of assets. And so now we've put it together, and we've decided for this first launch, the sexy package is going to stay what it is. It's $3K. It's well worth it all day long, because our sexy brand building formula program is $4K and $5K if you make payments, right? So just this alone, getting these new assets, getting this new content is worth it. It's half off of what most of our clients have already paid before. But what we're going to do for the sexier and the sexiest package is
we're taking $1,000 off each of them.
Yeah, $1,000 off the top, so you guys can actually get the programs you want. And this, again, is just for 3 months. Can you imagine putting a little investment in the front end of your business and the results that you're going to get in 3 months, because you actually have clients to close, right?
Yeah, and you actually, you have a brand that is standing out from the crowd. You know, I can't tell you how many colleagues of mine who have been in business for a number of years have been telling me recently, they're like, wow, things are changing. You know, I feel like I really need to up level. I need to do things differently. And it's like, yeah, you do. Like you actually do. It's about standing out. It's about being different. And these assets are going to help you to do that. They will help you to do that.
Yeah, and this is when we're launching it right now. And this is, so I want you to look at which package are you thinking would be the best for you, right? Which one do you think is going to work? And what we want to do is we are only taking applications for this program, right? So we have to know that you are a serious person that is in a professional that is really ready to up level your business. All right. So there is an application fee for this consultation, but this is what's going to happen. You're going to pay the consultation fee. It's $497. Of course, it's going to be applied to anything that you decide and any package that you choose. But what we're going to do in this session is really discovering more about what their business is and looking at their offers and their assets.
Right. And really making sure that we can help you as well, because we only want to be working with people who have a business that we truly know that we can get you booked on. So that's why this is a really, really important part. And you're going to be personally speaking with me, so I can look at your business and say, yes, I know we can help you. Okay, we're going to have to work on the marketing, the positioning, but yes, you have a core offer that I know that we can get you booked for.
Yeah, and when you do book your application, we're going to give you the link in a moment. It's going to drop either here in the group or on the Facebook comments. You're not going to get the consultation, but then you also get our sexy brand building course, and you get the Get Booked guide for LinkedIn, and you get 3 months in our 30K and 30-day challenge, which is our social media platform. Yeah. So while you're not only getting booked, you're working with the coaches, you're also working on your social media and your content development. And I teach you exactly how to do that. So your first bonus is the 30K challenge. The second is you get the guide. And then of course you are getting your podcasting list, and you're getting all of our other offers. But this is the really cool one. When you choose and join one of our programs, I'm actually giving you a 3-day ticket to our event in Orlando. This is an all-inclusive retreat in a 25,000 square foot villa. So when you choose the package, you're actually getting a 3-day ticket. The 3-day ticket alone is worth $2,500, and clients are paying upwards of $10,000 and $15,000 just to come to this event. And you get to come for 3 full days, September 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd, the 3 days in the middle of the retreat in this gorgeous home. So these are the bonuses that you're going to get when you do book. So we want you to take some time. Sorry.
And look these through. So when you book an application, you're going to be speaking with me directly. This is what you're going to be getting. So it's not, yes, we're going to have a great conversation. Yes, you know, even if you decided not to work with us, you're going to be getting insights and ahas on how to grow your brand and position yourself. But you're going to be getting these bonuses as well. And then when you actually sign up, you're going to get everything that we discussed, as well as a ticket to the event in Orlando,
which is really amazing, right? So this is now the new program. And this is, we're so excited about it because we know to take over the industry of what people are doing. Complete done-for-you service for coaches, consultants, and speakers to effortlessly close more sales and guarantee bookings with PR and media. It's called our Get Booked program. And of course, we're using all of this, every social platform that's needed, our core competencies, and we're giving you the seal of the kiss promise that you are guaranteed to get booked. Who's excited about this, especially if you've been following, you know me, if you know Jess, and how exciting is this for your actual business, right? This, guys, is like, it's like a complete showstopper, game changer, whatever you want to call it, Jessica, because I just know what's going to happen for your business, and we're really excited for you. So
good.
Yeah, so why don't you guys do this? I know there's a lot of people here. We're going to drop the link in the comments, okay? And of course, it'll be dropped here if you're on the inside as well. And remember, you're going to be getting a application form. Fill it out in its entirety. Really take the time to fill it out, because we're going to be talking with you about your business, and we will have to learn and qualify you as someone that can work directly with us. Now, because of this offer, the $1,000 off offer is only for the first 8 people that actually book in our calendar, right? That actually reserve. You know, because if you're not willing to put $500 up to change your complete business, you're not the right person for us to work with. And we really don't want you in the program because you're not willing to do the work, right? So
and so only 8 spots are available. It is, I know it's Wednesday night in the States. It's Thursday here. You know, I'm guessing these spots are probably going to go, you know, by the weekends. I have times available to speak later in your morning and on Friday. So the sooner you get your application, I'm going to be reaching out to you and saying, hey, you know, let's arrange a time to chat. We can take it from there. So I always say, like, the universe loves speed. If this is speaking to you, you know, do what you need to do to get your application in, speak with me, and let's make it happen. Because if you're the type of business owner that is struggling to get books, like say if you're only having 1 discovery session per month, maybe 2, that's not the numbers that you need to hit your income goals, right? Like, let's just get into the reality of it. You need to be speaking to many more people, especially if you're just starting out, because you need to get good at having these conversations, right? And even like if you have big goals, like if you want to be having like 20K, 30K months, you know, you need to be you need to be signing more than 1 or 2 clients per month, most likely, unless you're selling 20 or 30K packages.
which you should, which we'll help you work up to if you're not, right? And that's the brilliance about being able to work with someone on your offer, you know, and I think that's probably one of the biggest kickers. Some people have such low ticket offers, and then
they're never going to hit their goals, right?
You know, and so imagine now you've got an assistant working for you, right? You're producing your content. You have an assistant working for you and providing them with the assets that you need, the reach outs, and then they get in your calendar. You're automatically positioned as the quality expert, the coach or consultant that they should say yes to.
And just imagine, before these conversations as well, what we'll be doing is we're going to be sending people your media kit. We're going to be saying, hey, you know, just, you know, have a look at this, check this out. And then they're going to go, oh, wow, you know, such and such has spoken here. It's going to immediately position you as the expert and also command you the authority to be charging more. So there's going to be less negotiation, or less, like, people aren't even going to be thinking, oh, she's not worth X amount. Or, you know, I can't afford that. It's going to be, how can I come up with the money? How can I work out a way to work with her or him? right? So
Yeah.
that is what these assets are going to do for you. There's going to be less questioning. People are going to be signing up faster. And it's going to be incredible. We've already seen the difference that it makes. I mean,
yeah.
talk about some of the case studies that your clients have had.
Oh my goodness. I mean, literally being able to, what it is it's like when you're going and putting yourself out there, you're usually doing the selling, right? And you're like selling yourself. They're trying to get them in your calendar. You're like, look at me, I'm so great, right? Yeah. I mean, in our webinars and our Facebook, it's amazing, right? But then you're like, why didn't somebody take my offer? Well, chances are in the beginning, you may not be good enough, right, to pitch the webinars. And I see this, and you're just getting better. So your brand development. But now, if you have an asset that is perfectly designed and shows what you do, and then someone, your assistant, on behalf of you is reaching out, they're already going through it. So like stages, right? Our clients are getting booked on stages instantly because they have everything that they need in order to say yes while they're launching their webinars and while they're getting better at their content. So it's like you have your own team working for you, which instantly shows that you've got a real business working.
And we already have a list of podcasts and media that we reached out to a bunch of people a couple of weeks ago, and we said, hey, we think you're launching this offer. How do you feel? Like, are you happy to partner with us? Can we send people to you? And they're like 100%. Yeah.
So you not only now you're tapping in, because think about you as a podcaster, you're trying to get on them. It takes time, right? And you're waiting for people to come to you. But what if, can you imagine if you had the complete list of in your niche, reached out to every one of them, right? And because we have such great relationships, depending on the level of your business, and I like to think about this too in podcasts, don't think about just the number, like, oh my gosh, there's not as many people. The niche, the smaller niche podcasts are the ones where people are taking action on.
Yes, exactly. And as you're working with us for a longer period of time, we will be able to increase you up to those bigger podcasts as well.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, in the beginning, your media kit, like maybe you have a few examples of the work that you do, but by the end of month 1, the end of month 2, you're going to have more assets. So then it's going to level you up to bigger podcasts and bigger organizations. I'm just actually so excited to see where people start off at the beginning of the program and where they are in 3 months. Because the transformation is just going to be so visible from the media kit and just, the number of bookings that they'll have.
How many of you guys are excited about this? So if you have any questions about this, we're going to take some questions as well, because I know I've gone a little bit long. But does this right now just even feel like a complete game changer? Like completely change it. Okay, so there's a couple of questions. All right. Is it possible to participate 2020? Okay, great question. This is exactly what we do. Anyone that does book, we will be this is the event that's coming up in Orlando in September. Jess and I are going to actually be having our own event as well, right? So that's exciting. Yeah. Those of you that are clients, we will be launching and announcing when the next event is going to be in 2020. So Christine, any of these preliminary initial first 8, every one of you either gets to come to Orlando or we will secure that free ticket for the next upcoming event. All right. So great question. We're not just here to say, hurry up and take it, we're out. We want to work with you, right? We want this to really come out solid. And why we're launching it right now is because it's August 1st. It's time. It's August 1st, August, September, October. We know that these are the 3 biggest months. Why? Kids are going back to school. Right? Businesses are, you're ready. You've been hanging out in your summertime and you're like, oh man, I need to get more happening.
Yeah. I think people get to the end of July or early August and they're like, damn, I need to start making money. Things need to start happening because they may have taken a month or a couple of weeks off. So I think now's the time, set yourself up to have a great September, October and November. And you can go into the Christmas holidays feeling really good about what you've achieved.
I mean, think about you're going to have, this is our whole goal. Before we started, Jess and I did a very big intention. I mean, we literally looked at each other and we're like, okay, we're going to do this and we are going to help 100 people, right? This year, 100. I mean, just think about 100 of you. That's a lot of people. We've got some big goals to hit, and so you've got a team that wants you to win. Right? We want you to win. You're not on your own. Especially women, if you're, of course we work with men as well, but women entrepreneurs, we've got a lot going on, right?
We've got kids. You're a wife.
You know, we're running a business.
There's a lot of things going on.
And instead of you having to figure all this back-end systems out and get it all done, now you've got a team of powerhouses, right, that are there to guide you. One call comes in, you're like, guys, I got a call coming up. Okay, give me some charge. Give me some pump of energy, right? You're going to be in the private Facebook group. We have an amazing sexy brand building Facebook group, and everyone's going to be in there. And now you are closing sales you've never done before. You're creating contracts. So you're not going to get, you're going to get our resources, our contract resources. You're going to be getting all the closing scripts and things that we do to really build our multiple 7-figure businesses. And you're going to get access to that. And along the way, now you've got clients coming in. So it's August, September, October. By the time, can you imagine, you're going to have 30 guaranteed podcast interviews, guaranteed. You're going to have 24 to 30 just clients, calls, clients are going to be in your calendar. But see, they're not just going to be in a calendar and then they're out. It's because they've seen your assets that makes them go, oh my God, I'm in. Like imagine the difference of them going, okay, I'll book it. But then they're out. No, they're like, no, yes, I'm going to book it.
Of course I'm going to book it. Like I'd be silly not to book it.
I need this person, right? I want that service. So it's a completely different program. That there's a lot of other LinkedIn programs out there. There's a lot of other ways to get clients. We're doing it in a way that is a guarantee. So imagine having 30 people that, even if you close 50% or even 10%, that's 3 clients. If you've got a $5,000 product, you just make $15K.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I mean, you've more than recouped your money back.
Right?
And what I want you to think about is, you know, as a business owner, the likelihood is, you know, you need people helping you at this stage, right? Like, let's all just be real. You're wearing a lot of hats. You don't need, I mean, sure, you know, courses and programs are great. And if you are really great at doing things yourself, totally do the DIY. Chances are though, you just need people doing stuff for you so you can move forward, right? I mean, there's enough mucking around. At some stage, you know, it's past the middle of 2019. You don't want to go into 2020 going, okay, well, you know, I'm still at the same space I was kind of at the start of 2019. Who wants to do that? You know, I think this is now, it's time to take action. You know, it's 1st of August. You know, time really is now. You want to get to Christmas, you want to get to the holidays and going, wow,
I just crushed my business.
Yeah, I crushed my business. I'm so proud of myself. You know, imagine feeling that way as opposed to, I'm still at the same place. You know,
and that's why we came together. I think there's a really good question that's coming through. Are they private or weekly coaching calls or group calls? Awesome. Okay, so the 12-week, those are group. We'll have 2 coaches at all times from the Get Booked team and from the Sexy Brand Building team at all times, okay? Now, in the beginning, because you're creating assets, you will have private calls with our brand strategist. So you will not only have the very first call working with...
you're going to have a one-on-one call with my team.
And then you will have because they'll take all your information, they start the outreach. Now, the branding side is a little bit longer, isn't it? So we'll have our initial call, and we'll collect all your data. We'll look at what your offer is. We'll look at making sure it's sexy enough and say, ooh, we might need to work on this, right? Before we create the asset. And that's okay. And that's what the group coaching calls are for. So the initial one, you're going to be with a brand strategist. You're going to have your 1 hour. This is my offer. This is my message. This is what I do. And from there, she's going to say, okay, you're ready. Let's get the asset done. Or, you know what? Let's take a little bit more time and let's really craft this out. Make sure that you're ready, right? Because even though in the beginning, you know, you've got that first month gap where we're building assets and helping you get outreach. So it could take a couple of weeks for you to get really super clear. But then once you're clear, outreach starts and boom, now we move. So you've got to be ready to say, okay, I'm ready for this media kit. Let me deliver the content. So we want you to be on it, right? So we're not looking for someone that's waiting and, oh, we'll figure it out. No, we got to do this because you're wasting time and you're wasting clients' time that want to talk to you.
Right, yeah. So this is really powerful. So you join the program knowing that you're going to have a transformation, knowing that you're going to have a breakthrough when it comes to your message and how you're positioning yourself, because that's going to happen really quickly. And the fastest that happens, the sooner you'll then hand it over to my team, and then we start the outreach for you.
Yeah, this is crazy. Kathy literally said I joined 2 days ago, and LinkedIn, she already has 51 connections, right? Now imagine taking those 51 connections and having someone on your behalf talking to them. Connecting with them. Hey, welcome, right? We have a complete process and a system that re-engages, engages, follows up for you, make sure that they've gotten more hits. So you're not only building your content on LinkedIn and Facebook, and we teach you how to syndicate the content you create in one platform, right, and use it for others, creating, we like to call it, like, of course, shareable content, but something that people are like really engaged in. And now you've got someone on your behalf reaching out and connecting and getting them in your calendar.
Kathy actually just reminded me of a really good point. So we're doing these reach outs, and what we're doing is we're connecting with your ideal clients on your behalf. So you're going to be growing your network of LinkedIn. So say at the moment, Kathy, you have 51 connections. By the end of the program, I'm guessing you'll probably have around like over 1,000. So can you see how, you know, and that's a network of targeted leads who are your ideal demographic. We also, as part of this process, we create a LinkedIn group for you, and we're funneling people into a LinkedIn group. So these are two assets that you're going to have at the end of the program, which have people who are your ideal demographics. Not to mention, then we're reaching out to them and we're getting you booked. So yeah, I forgot to mention that, but that's so powerful. You know, you're going to have this LinkedIn profile forever, and as we shared before, LinkedIn is where you need to be.
That's where the businesses are at.
That's where the businesses are at.
And this is some good questions that are coming in, because we do that same thing with Facebook, right? You have your Facebook groups, but now you've got your business profile groups, you know, and that's what I love about Facebook is, like, you know, it's a broad spectrum. You get to really connect. But LinkedIn is specific. It's so targeted, exactly what they want and what they're looking for. Now, great questions for Christine. She said that we're in Asia and Australia, right? Do we also accommodate Asia and Australia? Absolutely, right? So we not only have coaches that are in the USA, they're also in Asia, they're in South Africa, right? So the calls are typically on Tuesday evenings at 9 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll be having other accommodated call times for those of you that are in the United States, right? So the teams are going to be working on two different spectrums, making sure that you do get bookings, or that it's an appropriate time frame for everyone. It's never in the middle of the night, right? Ever in the middle of the night. So we make sure we really are able to accommodate those type of time zones, because that's really important. Right? Because here it's Thursday morning for you. We'd be able to have a conversation with you in your morning, right?
And so Christine is asking about the DFY packages and also wanting to learn how to do it yourself. So, I mean, we're using your LinkedIn profile. So you're going to see everything which is going on. You're going to, first of all, approve the messages which are going out. So that's obviously really important. So you're going to see everything which is happening. We don't hold anything back. We have a really great reporting tool that you can essentially log into at any time, and you're going to see very transparently what's been going on and what you need to do. We're also going to have training videos in the website around how to update your profile, so it's you know, really optimized, and different things. So yes, you definitely get an understanding of what goes on. So if you did want to do it yourself, you most certainly can.
And that's actually a great question, because we will want to encourage that. We're not only going to, you know, do it for you, but you should be doing it yourself, right? I mean, imagine being able to do the same thing, and you get all the templates. You get the email, you get the reach out templates, you get the follow through templates, you get everything that you would need to actually do it yourself as well. Now, because it's a 3-month process, you're either going to keep having us work with you, or you take over and you're like, no, cool, I got this, I'll do it myself. What we find is most clients stay because they're making money, they're closing deals. Right?
And it's just, you know, one less thing that they need to worry about. It's just like, okay, cool, I'm making money, this is working, why wouldn't I stay on? But you're not required to by any means. You're going to have the messages, you're going to see the process, and you can do it yourself.
Does that answer your question, Christine? Because it is really important to get that, right? And you know, what I think is just so fun is that now we've got you know, such a group that is going to be doing some of the same things. So some of the issues that you might be facing, others will be facing as well. And so you're able to really bounce some things off, you know, as well. Like when it comes to sales closings and how your offer comes through. What we really do well in our programs is that we really help you craft your offer, like creating a sexy, irresistible offer, right? An irresistible offer that someone's like, oh my God, I have to have this. Like this is an irresistible offer. We are solving every problem. Not only creating a business brand, but also giving the clients that you need to close.
Right.
And now some of you are like, ooh, but what if I'm not a great closer? And that's the thing. That does happen. So we also have an option that you can add on, which is having a closer do all the sales calls for you, and they just put you in your programs. Now, there is a percentage commission fee that comes off of that, but we've got the best sales closers in the industry that on your behalf will reach out as your assistant and get them inside of your programs and paying.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, right? And when you start getting enough clients, I mean, why not have a sales closer? Now you're able to take more and more people. But what we really work on is making sure that the offer you've got can sustain scale. And that is such a big thing for me, is being able to have and sustain scale, meaning you either have the right programs that people can come in consistently. You're maybe making a launch, maybe it's an 8-week program. So you go heavy on the front end, they load up in your 8-week program. But what if then you've got a program running and you've got a digital course that they can buy, right? So you're like, hey, sales team, all I'm doing right now is selling the course. So book me in my book in my calendar, give them information about my course. Like, there's things that you can do with your sales calendar that the team will just know, okay, this is the link that they're offering, right? And then now you're able to not only sell a course, we help you put together courses. I help you and teach you how to actually really maximize and productize your knowledge. And that's, to me, what a sexy brand is, and having an irresistible offer, right? Yeah. All right, let's see if we got any more. Anyone have any more questions, guys?
What if I don't currently have a high-end offer? That's a really great question.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, excellent. What if I don't have that's what we'll help you put together, right? And we do it in certain ways. Like, one is like, what if you have a lot of touch and no touch and more touch, right? We keep adding on the price point. But again, maybe you can share this as well. Like, what is your offer now? And I can maybe even help you look at what you might potentially have. Because typically, the offers that you're making is, if it's got a lot of touch, then the price point probably should go up, right? And because your credibility is going to go up, right? So imagine all of a sudden these people that you've been trying to sell to, and you're going these low ticket offers because you're not trying to sell it and you're insecure, you're not sure. But you have a sales team that says, yeah, here, this is this person, this is their consultation funnel, or here's the media kit. And the media kits can also be turned into more of a website page that really showcases your best stuff. Right? So it's not just for speakers. We use them for so many different platforms and profiles. But then they're seeing you, and they're already saying yes. And by the time someone gets in your calendar, they're already ready to say yes because they've seen it. No one's going to book in a calendar when they see what you do and what your services are. So what we're doing is we're increasing conversions. So even though you may not have a high ticket offer, we will recommend price points and helping you increase the offer that you have. Okay, so right now it's low offer, ascending into 1,500 group program for January. Okay, excellent. So that's a low ticket offer that you can run direct traffic through. Well, we would actually directly offer the $1,500 program. We wouldn't go into your low ticket ascension. See, that's the difference with using LinkedIn and the strategies that we have, and then using on the social media digital side, right? On the social media side, we run traffic to low ticket offers, right? So they ascend. But if you have now someone working on your behalf, you can immediately make your direct offer, which is your higher ticket program, and getting them booked inside of your early early on program, or your January program. But then for you, you can also say, look, the January program's coming up. Why don't you at least join the course right now? See, you're able. We're going to teach you how to upsell and downsell so that you're filling the right courses when you need to, and the right programs when you need to. Right? Does that make sense?
And all right. Have a 10K offer. I mean, that's probably, we need to look at what it is that you actually do, who it is that you serve. But I would say most industries can definitely have a high ticket offer, from 10 to even 20, 25K. Yeah. So we can definitely, if you book in for an appointment, we can definitely discuss that.
All right. How many of you guys, if you have any more questions, we're here on Facebook. The link has been dropped. You can go to swanlinks.com. That's going to take you, and it'll say, get booked, fill out an application so that you guys are getting booked in the calendar. We'll talk about all these things in that initial consultation, right? So it's not just a qualifying. We're actually going to give you advice as well in this call, right? So I want to make sure it's highly valuable to all of you. All right, guys. Now, if there's no more questions, we are really so excited to be running this program. And it's going to go global really fast, right? We've done it the first time here on my show. For all of you that have been watching that are a warm market, imagine, right, the changes and the shifts that are going to take place. Our program is completely transformed.
It has.
Because of this partnership. Your clients' businesses are transforming. Mine will transform completely because now you are getting a guaranteed success in your business. All you've got to do is show up, deliver content, create world-class programs, world-class products, and have and be that ethical brand that has value that somebody deserves to have. This is how we create legacy.
Amazing. We're really looking forward to everyone who's going to be working with us. I'm looking forward to speaking with you guys. In 12 hours potentially in your morning US time. I've already got a couple of calls booked in, but I'm going to be staying up, taking them. I'm really looking forward to it. So just please give as much information as possible in the form, because I want to make sure that we can, actually help you. I want to make sure that you are the right fit. And so share about your products, your brands, what it is that you're looking to achieve. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to speaking with you.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave you with this. If you're going to create a brand, create a sexy brand. If you're going to be anything, be unstoppable.